turn on some music too. You don't have to. I'm just saying.
Phone. You're not recording it or anything, are you?
Right now, yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh no.
Hang on, I gotta figure out a way to. There we go. There it is. That's what I wanted. How do you what?
I watch with on Twitch. I'm an idiot.
How do I do this? No, I don't want to show chat. I want to. Oh, there we go.
I have Twitch downloaded. Oh my god.
You have Twitch download on your phone?
No. Come on. Forget who you're talking to.
Oh crap. Oh yeah, I forgot I have a Louie. Thanks for the resub, dude. Oh man, I gotta change that. That's huge. That's massive. You're blocking our faces, Louie, with that resub, dude. Oops. 1 second. Where's that? How you doing, Louie? Let me move that like over here. Yeah, that's better. That's better. All right. You let me know when you're ready, Nick.
Hey, I can multitask. It just might look weird for a second. I'm trying to get this.
Actually, while you're doing that, what I can say is that I can just give everybody the news now, since, you know, stream's live. We're live. Hello, everybody.
Lay it out. Smooth is better.
Yeah. So, new things happening. Nick is here. Cody is not. Cody was here last time on Iron Sharpens Iron.
I'm a little bit fatter and not as good looking, so.
I disagree completely. I think you're great. I think you're great looking as well. I feel like the only thing that I have that sets me apart from you and Nick is my beard. That's it. That's all I've got. That's my one. You get a little lusty.
Yeah, no, let me get closer. Let me get
Ooh,
closer.
twist it. There you go. He is evil.
Yeah, 3 weeks of not doing anything.
But yeah, Nick's here. Cody's not. Cody couldn't make it because of Army. Army said, we have a meeting, you have to be there, you know, be there or die, because that's the military for you.
Yeah.
But so we decided to skip Iron Sharpens Iron and start a new podcast called Forget the Narrative, where it's gonna be us three, possibly Cody. It's gonna be me and Nick for sure most of the time. Cody maybe not, because his time frames are kind of different than ours. So that's where that is. But Iron Sharpens Iron will be back in, I would say, I don't know, maybe even this weekend. It depends, because we might try to make up this episode this weekend, and we're gonna try to make Iron Sharpens Iron more of a Bible study type thing, where we go, you know, chapter and verse. We read a chapter of the Bible, kind of discuss it between us three, and also bring in people from the chat. Like if you're here and you want to chat with us on twitch.tv/theblizzyb, be here. You know, if you have something you want to bring into the discussion, feel free. That's why we're live streaming it, because we feel like it's important for everybody to get a little bit of their own input in. It helps us, it helps everybody see the point of it all, you know. And so yeah, Iron Sharpens Iron will either be this weekend, and if it's not this weekend, it'll probably be another 2 weeks. And this podcast, Forget the Narrative, should be, I would say, Nick, what do you think? Every week? Every Wednesday night?
Yeah.
I'm honestly completely cool if you want to do every Wednesday night. I feel like that would be great. It may
vary just because I do work for the government, so. Yeah,
that's what I was about to say, is time could vary, but we'll eventually show up, even if it's, you know, technically Thursday. We'll get on, and the sun will have gone down at a majority of America. The sun will probably have gone down when we start this podcast. But I would say, if you want to know, if you want to keep up to date on when I am live, when we are live with this podcast, just follow on Twitch, and maybe possibly join the Discord, which will be linked down at the bottom of the Twitch, and you will get a notification when I go live and we do this podcast. But yeah, here we are. You want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Nick. What's up?
That basically sums it up. There you go.
Yeah. I'm almost 30. That's great. That's fantastic.
Yeah, dude. We're getting there.
Yeah.
You work at the
I
U.S.
didn't know how old I was, and then Ashton. Yeah, I work for the post office.
Yeah.
I work for the government. Yeah.
What was that? What did Ashton say to you? You almost forgot your own age?
Oh, nothing. Yeah. I had no idea how old I was. Like 2 weeks ago, and she was like, "Yeah, what do you want to do for your 30th birthday?" I was like, "I don't know. That's a long ways away." And she goes, "It's like 4 months away." I was like, "No, it isn't. It's like 3 years, right?"
Yeah,
I'm old.
I'm turning 29 in May, dude. I can't believe that we're here. Like,
29,
yeah, it's
came and went. Apparently, I didn't even know.
yeah. For those of you that don't know, that are either listening to this podcast for the first time, or first time viewers of the stream, or if you listen to this way later on, my name's Michael, and people on Twitch typically call me the Blizzy Bee because that's what my name on the Blizzy Bee is, and I'm a full-time content creator, dude. At least I try to be. And yeah, we started this podcast because we just wanted to be able to talk about everything we love. And the first thing I really want to talk to you about, Nick, because we both love this topic. Did you see the news of Star Wars today?
No, I worked 15 hours, so no, I did not.
Fair enough. I'll tell you. Freaking Obi-Wan Kenobi cast got announced. Ian McGregor is definitely in it as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Freaking Hayden Christensen's in it as Anakin again, though, which I did not know about.
Yeah, they kind of teased that a little bit, probably about 12 months ago, maybe a little more than that.
I did not realize he was going to be in it, and I am super freaking hyped now because it's
cool.
supposed to.
He was at the last Star Wars celebration and got a bunch of love, so now he's willing to jump back in the seat as Anakin.
That's freaking awesome.
Pretty sweet. Yeah.
The time frame of the it's a series, right? Do they know how many episodes it's going to be yet?
No, I'd imagine be about like Mandalorian or WandaVision.
Okay, because like I don't know what is the time frame. Is it after Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah. So it's gonna be in between episode 3 and episode 4. Yeah,
that's sick. Yeah, that has me really hyped. Then and I think so. It's basically Hayden Christensen and as Darth Vader.
Yeah, as Vader.
The entire time. That's pretty freaking sweet. The sequels made me love the prequels more, since still consider Attack on the Clones the most boring Star Wars movie. Oh, you think that the second prequel was Attack on the Clones was honestly probably my favorite. I loved the battle sequences of the clones, and then like the Count Dooku fight with Yoda. It was freaking cool, in my opinion. It was all of the movies have some sort of cheese.
A lot of character development. You got a whole bunch of stuff out of episode 2. Episode 8, on the other hand, that movie's garbage.
Episode, I actually have not watched the last episode of Star Wars yet. Just what is it, The Rise of Skywalker or something? I don't know. It's hard.
It's okay.
It's very hard for me to sit down and watch it. I just have heard not great things.
It's better than 8. 8 sucked.
Another thing you're not gonna like about me, Nick, I still have not watched Solo. I really need to.
Oh, dude. Best Star Wars movie. So good.
I'll probably end up watching it soon. Another thing, though, Lucasfilms.
Is it on Disney?
Yes, I believe it is on. Yeah, that's how I remembered it.
Yeah, give it a go. It's good.
Episode 3 is the best. Revenge of the Sith was pretty freaking cool. Honestly, it was great. The romance scenes in 2 took me.
Than trade blockades, I'll give you that.
Yeah, yeah. And I agree with Louis too. He talked about the romance scenes in 2. Yeah, they're, I mean, you get it. They're trying to develop those characters, but it was very corny.
Sci-fi opera. Come on. You had brothers kissing sisters. It was wild in the 70s, man. Wild.
Yeah. Another thing that they showed today, though, they showed the freaking trailer for the Bad Batch. It looks awesome, man.
That Disney exclusive Clone Wars season. Oh man.
It looks so sweet. It looked very neat, dude. Like I still haven't, like I'm still trying to catch up with all of the Clone Wars, and I didn't realize it at first because Disney Plus also has like the animated movie, and I watched that first, and I was like, man, this episode's going on for a really long time. I didn't realize that I was watching a movie. Right. The prequel soundtracks are legendary. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You think John Williams is legendary?
Yeah. But
oh my gosh.
Your phone going off?
Xavier, quit doing that. What's wrong with you?
Is he texting you?
Yes, taking pictures of me and sending it to me saying, who is this guy?
Awesome. Yeah, he's in the chat.
Yeah, I know now.
But yeah, dude, I'm super hyped about that. I did not realize that the time frame of the Obi-Wan series was going to be in the time frame it is. The Bad Batch is also in that same time frame, is it not? It's after Revenge of the Sith, right?
I don't really know, because the Bad Batch clones are in the Clone Wars prior to Revenge of the Sith.
Right.
Episode 3.
Right. Yeah, it's very interesting.
They are bad.
And yeah, dude, the freaking trailer for it was really cool. It showed all 5 of them, and yeah, it's pretty freaking cool looking.
It's an animated series.
Yeah, it's animated again, but it looks way better than the Clone Wars animation. Way better.
You get used to Clone Wars animation. They get a little bit better. Their hair gets some movement in like season 3. It gets better.
That's good. That's good. I'll definitely have to like keep up with the Clone Wars. I need to freaking just power through that first season. It's so that first season.
That first season is very the kid, man. They're trying to get it towards a family audience.
Yeah,
which Star Wars is normally made for
it
kids
is
anyways.
Yeah,
and
we're kids at heart.
Super kiddie, man. When it was on Cartoon Network, it was super kiddie.
Right.
But it gets better. Like season 2 is better than 1. Season 3 and on is actually a really good show.
Gotcha. Louis says, didn't the Bad Batch clones show in Clone Wars season 5? I don't know. I have not. I'm not that far. So. I'm not that far, so I don't know.
My first recollection of the of Bad Batch was at last season. What was that? 7, 6. It was 7. 6 was the Lost Missions. Yeah, that's my first recollection. Like, what is episode 2 or 3 or whatever?
Gotcha.
Maybe it's 1. I don't know.
See, this is my hard part about trying to jump in. 1, I don't really watch media typically, and 2, I don't watch TV shows typically. I watch anime, but it's very rare for me to sit down and watch anything nowadays. I'm always thinking of doing something else, and that has been like my biggest reason why I have not gotten through Clone Wars, because I think you told me when we worked at freaking guest services, actually, the university, to watch Clone Wars. I'm just like, I
think it was still on TV at that point.
I think it was still on Netflix at that point. I think like the first 2 seasons were on Netflix.
It was off air then. Once Netflix got a hold of it, it was off air. Then they created the Lost Missions, which was season 6, which was Netflix exclusive.
Oh, okay. Is it still Netflix exclusive, or did they move it over to Disney Plus?
I don't think so. I think they sold it to Disney.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's all on Disney Plus if I want to watch all of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, sweet. I'll definitely have to get into it before the Bad Batch comes out, hopefully by the end of this month. That way, I've got that information of the Bad Batch before going into the Bad Batch. But yeah, another thing that I'm freaking super hyped for right now is 10 hours from now, I think. Actually, I can look. 13 hours from now, freaking Outriders comes out for PC.
Oh, okay.
That game that I was telling you about?
I played that. Yeah, I played it. Man, it's not for me.
Dude, I'm I played.
Maybe I gotta play with friends or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you do, man. You do. It's way better with friends. But I played it for 60 hours in the demo. I played that 3-hour demo for 60 hours.
I played it for about 23 minutes.
Yeah. It the prologue where you play alone, you have to play alone until you pick your class.
Yeah.
Once you pick your class,
like it.
yeah, once you get to pick your class, way better game. You just got to get through it. And what's cool about it too is that once you get through that class, like that prologue once, if you want to go back and make another character, you don't have to sit there through that prologue again. You could literally just go to the main menu, make a new character. It's pretty great.
Cool, but that means you got to play more of the game and get further through, and I don't know.
Restart the grind. I mean, you did it for Destiny.
Yeah. Fortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately.
That game was awful. Oh man, I promise, failed.
Yeah.
Failed.
Well, I feel like it wasn't a failure of a game. It was a failure of reliability
for the company.
Yeah, reliability of the company and the company directive. The company directive decided to go into microtransactions and not doing good.
All right, there's a thing right here. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what that is either. It looks like a light bulb that's not there or something.
It is now. I don't know what it is. I think it's on my camera.
Yeah, what else did you want to talk about? How's work? How's the USPS going right now? Is COVID still making it just freaking stupid difficult? Is that why you had to stay late?
I just work 15 hours, so
yeah.
It's not fun right now. I carry mail, supervise, do everything. Get yelled at by everybody. It's fun. It's fun.
Oh, it's so much. It sounds like a blast.
Customer yells at me, district yells at me, area yells at me, HQ yells at me. It's fun. And carriers yell at me because I'm carrying mail, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you turn on your podcast loud enough, you can't hear them. You just round them out.
Yeah, right. I don't know why they get mad at me, man. Like, I only carry mail, so they're not out there till freaking 8 o'clock delivering mail. Like, it sucks delivering mail in the dark.
Right, yeah. I bet, dude.
Then they want to file grievances because we're unionized and free money because I'm helping them get home to see their family by sacrificing time for my family, whatever. People are dumb.
Yeah, that part doesn't make sense to me. I feel like they could 100%
do it to help. Like, I understand like the premise behind it. Like, if I carry mail or whatever, case mail, whatever I do, that's craft specific. I'm not a craft employee anymore,
right?
But whatever's like craft specific, like if I do any of that, they can file a grievance against me. Anytime I worked, all of them get paid for it.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I understand if I'm like doing it to steal overtime, like
right, or if you're trying to steal a route from someone.
8 hours. Yeah, and everyone's getting 8 hours, and some people want some overtime, and I'm carrying for 4 hours so nobody gets overtime. Then I understand filing agreements, but I'm doing it so everyone can get home before it's dark and see their kids before they go to sleep.
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I used to work at FedEx, that was my first job out of high school, and we had so many up in, I think, Springdale, there's that Walmart distribution center, and they would get prescription pills or whatever, like to mail to people's houses there, right? Like we had to, some days I was a jumper for one guy, right? So I was sitting in the truck, I was delivering the package, he was driving because you have to be 21 to drive. I was 18 at the time. Sometimes the people that hired me pulled me from that truck though and put me in just one of their own vehicles, and we had to go to that Walmart and scan maybe like 6,000 packages, or those packages never would have gotten scanned. So I completely understand what you're talking about, in the sense that if we didn't do that and I stayed on that truck with that guy, they would have been there all day scanning those 6,000 packages, and then we would have probably had to show up after like 6 p.m. to help scan those packages to where they could go out. Packages can pile up.
Have some personal time. Like, I don't get personal time.
Right.
I try to give people personal time.
Right. Yeah. I think what you get every Wednesday as personal time, right? And even then, it's not.
I'm off Thursdays and Fridays.
Oh, gotcha.
Those are my non-scheduled days. Usually, I work both of them.
Gotcha.
One of them. This week, I actually get 2 days off, which is weird, but I don't ever get days off, man. I'm there all the time.
I mean,
in December, I work like 467 hours.
In December alone?
Yeah.
I mean, that's our busiest month, isn't it?
Yeah, that's our peak season. So
Okay.
it's super busy, and I had a lot of carriers that worked like 200 hours.
Yeah, that's nuts, but that's a lot of money.
I know a lot of it was for free. So.
Oh, that's not something you file a grievance.
No, I mean, I'm not supposed to work for free, but I'm also supposed to get my job done, and I can't do it in the amount of time when the volume's that high.
It's impossible. I think that's the problem with the U.S. postal system in general right now, right? I mean, they've had this problem for years and haven't learned how to solve it.
I think the main problem is the contract we took with Amazon. They don't pay the post office enough money for the parcels. Like, they pay like dollars on postage. I mean, and it doesn't matter the size. Like, the post office has like size regulations for packages, but when it comes to Amazon, they don't have anything.
Really? So like, if it's a 50-pound package, you guys don't get any extra, like?
No.
Wow.
It doesn't matter if it's 4 ounces or 75 pounds, which is the post office. 75 is the highest we're supposed to accept a package of weight.
Right.
But if it's Amazon, they can exceed that weight limit. And I've seen packages like 150 pounds.
That's ridiculous.
And some of my employees can't do it. Like, they're old women or little tiny ladies or freaking scrawny men. Like, I mean, I struggle carrying those ones. And like,
dude, actually,
fat kids,
it's funny you say that. Whenever I worked at FedEx, there was a time where I had to deliver probably 7-foot tall statues to the freaking Activision branch up in Springdale at the Pinnacle Mall for freaking Call of Duty. Those things were not easy to carry.
Yeah, no, but like, the thing with FedEx and UPS, like, that's their thing. Like, they're supposed to
we're heavy
that exceed the post office limits.
Did you see what Ava said in the chat to you?
No.
She said that Josh, her husband, is a union rep and he can help you out with advice and stuff.
I don't like the unions.
Is it because of the grievances thing?
It's just because I'm stupid.
Do you want to elaborate, or is that your final verdict?
I hate them. No, like, I'm pretty close to our union representatives that we have in my facility with all 3 crafts. So we try to be a team with everybody. It's just some of them try to play rules. I mean, they try to play the rules. Like, they want some rules to apply and others not to. Like, so they really drive like just petty things. Like,
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
If I touch letters, like if I help a new person in the case to throw up mail, I'm not allowed to touch a piece of mail.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
They can file a grievance.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm just trying to help a new person, so nobody else has to go out of their way to help them in the morning, because they're obviously going to have to help them in the evening.
Yeah, I agree with you, because when I worked for FedEx, there was a driver that actually got fired because he like tripped out of the truck because his shoelaces were untied, and the union forced FedEx to fire him because he was
the post office isn't like that. The union with the post office can only benefit the employee.
Oh, okay.
They can't tarnish or penalize the employee anyway.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird situation because, I mean, the dude, you know, how are you gonna know that your shoe's untied until you decide to step out when you're getting off the truck and driving?
I've had to write people up for that. I mean, it's considered an unsafe work practice, and I understand.
Yeah, I get it, but I mean, like, it's hard. It's hard to sometimes keep track of that when your mind's filled with other things, which is 100% going to happen with that job.
Yeah, I understand that. It's just safety. You gotta be vigilant with safety. That's all.
Yeah.
Then it's a liability issue.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely scary for sure. But yeah, man. I'm not doing anything recently other than starting podcasts. Apparently, 2 different ones.
Apparently, yeah. Ball rolling, man.
I thought it was awesome how, like, you just caught the whole forget the narrative thing when we were talking on the phone about it yesterday. Like, I was not trying to make a statement like that or anything, and you were like, let's call it that.
And you gotta go with it, man.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good name. Forget the narrative. Who cares about all the rest, because we're more than likely going to forget whatever we were talking about at first.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you're looking forward to when it comes to, like, your job though? Like, how have you heard any news on that position you were wanting?
No, that job in Houston I didn't get. They told me they had better applicants, which is bad, man. It's possible they could, but
better than me. You think you're better than me?
I've got supervisor experience. I have a degree. Come on now.
Yeah.
Nobody's better than me. Nah, but it's but no, that job in Houston was supervisor of postal law enforcement.
Yeah,
it would have been super cool. I'd love to have that job, but man, it is what it is.
Down in Houston, man, though, that's rough.
Former law enforcement, or maybe he's in the military as an MP or something.
You're right.
Possible.
Hey, I would just assume that it was a God thing protecting you. You don't necessarily want to go down and live in Houston. I've lived near Houston, and it's, you know.
It is what it is. I mean, I've got other applications out for postal inspection service. And
that's good.
We'll see.
Where are those located at? If you care to say, you can't.
No.
Gotcha. I didn't think so, because no, I mean, yeah, I figured it was company policy and stuff.
I think it's just supposed to be discreet, and so.
Gotcha. It's a unwritten rule, in a sense.
More or less.
Gotcha. Fair enough, for sure. What did you think about the whole Lil Nas X situation? I know that's a deep topic. You didn't see it? Are you serious? Okay.
Dude, I work like 15 hours a day, man. I don't have time to read it.
You know who he is?
Yeah, he's that like cowboy singing guy, whatever.
That rapper? Okay. So he came out with a music video where he gave Satan in hell a lap dance. The entire music video. Very weird. Very weird, right? After that, he decided to go and buy a whole bunch of Nikes and then send them to a company for them to then make them into Satan shoes, as they call them. They have a pentagram on them. They actually have 1 drop of human blood in them. All that kind of
whatever tickles your fancy.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, sure.
News today, though, Nike is now suing him over it because he used their shoes without permission.
Did they buy the shoes? I mean, at that point, they're his merchandise. It's his property.
I don't know. I think it's because it has like he's. I think it was because he advertised them as Nikes, like with the Nike check mark and stuff. And you know how anal Nike is about the check mark. So I think that's the problem, is that he advertised them as Nike Satan shoes, not Lil Nas X Satan shoes. I feel like that's where they're coming at him with.
He would definitely have a lawsuit against him if he did him as Lil Nas and their Nikes. Then he's debranded Nike. The other way, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see if it's
I don't know.
I don't personally see it actually being anything, because at that point it's technically his property.
Right. I mean, he licensed the shoe, like he took Nike shoes, gave them to a different company for them to make those. Yeah, I feel like it is very weird, and I it's not that I feel pity or anything like that to people, because I'm just not that type of person. I'm not going to feel pity for you, but I'm definitely going to pray for the guy and pray for every single person that bought those shoes.
Sure. If you feel like that, I don't think it'll.
I mean, hey,
I feel like they're on their own path that they want to be on.
That is true, but I mean, if God can save us, then he can save them too. You know, it's all about, I feel like the problem in this world is that people think that you have to have an open mind, and for God to work in you, you need an open heart. If your heart's not open to him, then he'll never show himself to you. Why would he? So that's what I feel about it. And if you decide to close your heart off to him, then, you know, he's just going to walk away from you. So then things like this end up happening.
You're a weirdo. That's what that is.
I think that's the kindest way you can probably phrase that. You've gone off the deep end. Let's just be honest, a little bit. Yeah. I get.
I mean, if you want to sell something like that or purchase something like that, I mean, it's your money. If you want,
yeah. I feel like it's. I understand his sentiment of saying that, like, the church made him feel hated, or made him hate himself, but the whole point I think he came out with a statement saying that he thought that God made it to where he should hate himself because he's gay.
I didn't know he's gay.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point of all of this. Is that was why he started this whole thing, was because he was like, I'm getting back at God because I feel like God made me hate myself because I'm gay, which, you know, doesn't make sense to me, because, you know, I've dealt with depression and stuff. I've really hated myself before, but God's what got me out of that, because I realized that hating myself wasn't getting me anywhere and it wasn't helping my situation at all. And reading the Bible and getting into God's word made me realize that while I may not like myself, there is someone that does love me unconditionally, no matter what I do, no matter what I say. And that's what helped me.
I mean, I could definitely see that you feel like, maybe not God, I guess, but like the church hates you because of, you know, homosexual tendencies or transgender or whatever. Yeah,
I mean, the church today is not what I feel like the church should be. Or what the church could be.
I feel like the church really, you got a lot of people that
they're too judgmental.
Yeah, judgmental, just drive knives. I mean, they just don't like you. They don't like you. They don't want you to be there because you don't fit the clique or.
Yeah, well, I feel like that's the problem too, because that's not what we were called to do. I mean, in the Bible, it strictly says, you know, judgment, you know, wrath is God's thing. It's not for us to do. Fix the log in your own eye before you try to go pick out the speck in someone else's, you know, kind of deal, you know. So it's not up for us to sit there and be like, you're going to hell because you're wearing Satan's shoes. You know, no, that's not how it works. You know, it's not how it works. You first need to seek Jesus Christ, period. The only, like Jesus Christ himself said, you know, no one gets to the Father except through me. I'm the way, the truth, and the light. You don't believe in Jesus, so be it. That's your choice. That's the whole point of life, you know. That's why he gave us this. So that's the way I see it. People do have the right to choose what they want to do in their lives. I'm not going to condemn them, because it's not up to me to condemn them for what they choose to do in their lives. I am not a perfect person.
Make and sell Satan shoes. Let them make and sell Satan shoes.
Exactly. Especially in a free country. That's what the country's all about, in a sense. I mean, it's capitalism is what it is.
Well, that's not the country, but that's just what that's just a market system.
But I mean like, capitalism is that marketing scheme on how he sold those shoes, you know what I mean? Like, that's what that was. So he used it very efficiently, I would say, because he made a big deal out of it, and they sold out pretty quick. So I mean, he did what he set out to do.
How much did he make? $1 million?
Probably more than that. I think the shoes were $600 a piece.
I'm good on him. Go for it.
I mean, I wouldn't say good on him, but you know,
you use the system. You got it to work.
Yeah, good luck. That's what I'll say. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's not that I condemn him for doing it. I'm not, dude. His business. You know, at the end of the day, it's. Do I? Me. Yeah, exactly. Do I agree with the stance? No, I think it's very weird, and I would definitely stay away from that. You know, but that's up for him to decide on what he wants to do with his life, and I'm not gonna say that he's, you know, a worse person than I am. He's just not.
If you want to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I feel like the problem with today's Christianity, though, is that Christians want to nitpick at people, like, for anything, you know. You looked good in them boots and on that pole. Well, to each your own, you know. If that's what you think, Ava, sure. I disagree. But that's just because, you know,
I have no idea what you're talking about. So.
That, I think that's from the video. I didn't see the music video either. But if he was on a pole and he was, you know, dancing around a pole, you know, whatever. It's not.
That's what he wants to do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not that I you know, it doesn't float my boat, so I am gonna make sure my boat goes way the other direction. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing. I'm staying away from it. I'll talk about it because I feel like it's a good discussion point. That's the whole reason why I brought it up, because you get everybody's opinions on it. But
it might be good if I knew what you're talking about.
Yeah, true.
I'm an old man. I don't pay attention.
I don't pay attention to all that stuff.
I ain't got time for that.
I don't get on Facebook or nothing.
Not really. No.
You don't keep up with world news? You listen to podcasts about news, though, right? What's the most recent podcast you've listened to? I stumped him. I stumped him.
To him on Sundays.
Dang, dude. Is that the only time you're in the office where you can be alone?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I mean, we're closed on Sundays, so I don't have to deal with customers. My employees all leave by like 9 o'clock, and then I divvy routes up and split everything that's left on the floor. Make sure everyone gets back before like 3, whatever a decent time is, depending what we're looking like volume wise and everything.
What time do you guys normally close?
On Sunday?
Yeah.
It depends.
Or what time are you supposed to close? I guess would be the better answer.
It depends. It depends on the volume. Every Sunday's different.
Oh, gotcha.
If it's a lighter Sunday, we'll get done earlier. If it's heavier, we'll get done later. Last Sunday we got done at like my last carrier come in like 5:30.
Wow. So you guys still deliver mail on Sunday?
After that, I gotta.
You guys are still delivering mail on Sunday?
Yeah, Amazon. Yeah.
Oh, just Amazon?
Has a contract. Yeah, well, and UPS, I guess, but yeah, it's just packages. We don't touch mail, no letters or anything. We just touch parcels.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and since we're a bigger office, we're actually one of the heavier offices in the state. We'll deliver probably, what was last Sunday, 4,700 packages is what we delivered.
In one day?
Yeah, with like 24 people.
Wow. Yeah, that's a little absurd. for not holiday season as well.
Bigger too. So that was, especially with that last stimulus check, that 1,400 per person.
Oh yeah, brother, man, I didn't even think of that.
Huge.
I did not think of that.
Huge, man. It'll be a truckload. Will be like, which our trucks are small, but a truckload will be like 9 packages.
Wow. Yeah, I've noticed something about. I've noticed something about
6 miles away from the post office.
Yeah, I've noticed most of the time, like even when I've not ordered on Amazon, USPS is getting like the packages out here and taking them to my house. Like UPS will send them to USPS, and then the office out here will take it here.
It's cheaper. They don't have to send a driver out, like outskirts of Prairie Grove. Like I say UPS all the time in like Prairie or Fayetteville and Farmington, but
right.
Out here, not a whole lot of UPS and FedEx. They're just stimulus, man. It drove up that parcel volume for all of the delivery units, for all the delivery companies, really.
Yeah, I did notice that
it's a lot right now. It's hard to handle, really, honestly.
Yeah, I think that was another point I was going to make. Even the freaking office out here has to have a different driver sometimes, where she's just driving around. Like she does not have US mail on the top of her truck because it's just her truck, and she has a ton of packages in the back of her truck that she's just delivering through our neighborhood.
That might be your carrier. I don't really know. I don't know Prairie Grove. I didn't know with the smaller cities, like they don't have the white trucks like we do.
Well, there's 2 different vehicles. So like one of them's a Jeep Cherokee with a US mail on top of their truck, or on top of their Jeep.
She just doesn't have that's his personal vehicle as well, but she just doesn't have the tags where the office doesn't have extra.
Right. Well, I feel like well what I was meaning is like he'll deliver the mail and she'll deliver packages. So sometimes she'll get here at 9 a.m., but sometimes she'll get here at 3 p.m.
It's a lot of auxiliary assistance right now.
Yeah.
That's what district and area and headquarters really don't understand, especially with like my size of unit. Like it's huge. We're level 22, which doesn't mean anything if you're not in the post office or in that world, but that's a big unit. But yeah, no, I think last week I used like 700 hours of auxiliary assistance.
Wow.
It's just packages. I mean, I've got 34 subs that will come and run parcels. That's really all they do is run packages. They don't do anything else but touch packages. And they're out there for 10 hours a day just delivering packages while the carriers delivering mail. Still have packages, but I mean, they're not getting done in evaluation. They're getting done 3-4 hours over. Some of them.
Yeah.
Most of them make around, evaluation or an hour over. But then I do have a couple people that, I mean, they go 184 miles on their route. They just can't make it with the volume.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm sure you probably don't want to talk about it anymore. Probably.
They probably don't want to listen to it.
No, I was just thinking about you, man.
I talk about it every day, all day long, man. All I do is yell at people.
I was about to say, because like I keep bringing up the postal service, and I'm like, I just like had the thought, Nick probably, after hearing how many hours he's working, he probably doesn't want to talk about this anymore.
That is what it is. I don't care. I mean, it's my job. I care about what I do, and I care about my people. I really care
true.
about my employees more than anything.
Yeah.
I care about the customers, but I really care about my employees more than anything.
Which is the way you're supposed to, right? Like, yeah.
Not according to the post office, no.
You're supposed to care about what, the post office?
Yeah, what the post office wants. Nobody else. Nothing else. Nothing else matters.
Yeah, figures. Freaking corporate crap.
I'm the supervisor they don't like.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully you get a position, you don't have to worry about them in the future. So
we'll see. I always have to worry about them if I stay here, but it's
yeah, unless you get above them, then you can take them down from the inside.
Above them. I mean, I guess if I go inspection around, but I definitely don't want to go into district. No thanks. That's a nightmare. We just merged, like a bunch of districts just merged. Like we merged with Oklahoma tomorrow.
What?
A lot of people are getting pushed down. Yeah. Our new district manager will be out of Tulsa instead of out of Little Rock.
Wow. Wait, why?
Drain the swamp. Honestly, I mean that would be my opinion. That the new PMG, the new Postmaster General, really just wants to release some of that money, which I guess kind of makes sense. Like when you're in the post office, it's kind of hard to get fired, and you can't get fired just because they want to absolve your position. What they will do is like they'll take someone who's like, some kind of coordinator and like do away with their job and put them at like a lesser position, like with me, like being a supervisor, but they'll make the same money, but they do the job I do, and they actually do a worse job because they make so much more money. They know they can do something else because they have.
That's messed up.
But you're not like losing money. You're just losing adequate supervisors at that point.
Yeah, you're just losing on people that with good morals.
Maybe, but
or good
supervisors.
Good values, I guess, in the sense of work ethic.
Again, it depends who's supervisor.
That's what I mean. Sometimes,
so like if they push some people out of district in Little Rock and they come to my station,
yeah,
like we have 2 vacancies in EAS positions, like my position. So we have 2 vacancies. If they push people down to those, then I lose my 2 204Bs I have, and they're fantastic.
Wow.
And if I get someone who's crappy and just wants to work, 7 hours and jet off and not give a crap when they leave or while they're there, it's just going to mean I have to do a lot more work to keep us off lists, to stop letting us get in trouble. And with me being a supervisor in the office, we get in trouble for a lot of shit.
So it wouldn't necessarily be a good thing.
No, it's more eyes on us, and I get in trouble for that. So.
Yeah. So let's hope that doesn't happen then.
Can take it.
You can take it. Kick their butt.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hit him with a 100-pound package from Amazon.
Okay, you yell at me all you want. That's fine.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? What's going on, man? What's going on in life other than work?
I don't know. I don't have one.
You don't have a life?
No, I work and drink. That's all I do.
Work and drink. What are you drinking?
Right now, whiskey.
Whiskey. Gotcha. Yeah, I
It's because when you drink whiskey, it's because you don't have emotions and you've been through some stuff. So that's why I'm drinking.
what is that from?
It's a comedian. He says, what's he say? Like, if you drink wine and whiskey, those are two drinks that you deserve. If you drink wine, it's because you have emotions and you're going through things. And if you drink whiskey, you have no emotions and you've been through some things.
That makes sense to me. Sounds like Josh. Josh just sits around and drinks if he's not working.
You have to.
See, for me, I don't like the taste of alcohol, so I don't drink.
It's delicious.
All alcohol tastes the same to me, man. I've told you before where I feel like
False.
I just ruined myself. I ruined myself when I first drank by drinking too much in one night, and then after that, every single bit of alcohol tastes and smells like alcohol. What's crazy about it, I love the smell of alcohol. The flavor, I just can't. There's just nothing there. When I taste alcohol, I'm like, oh, that tastes like alcohol, and then I set it down and don't want to drink it.
Yeah, I have a lot of alcohol.
Louis got back to gold too. Nice, dude. I'm playing League of Legends still. I can't play that game anymore. I played an ARAM today, and I played an ARAM yesterday, and that's been my last 2 weeks on League of Legends.
I'm silver too.
Are you? I don't want to attempt rank, dude. I don't want to go into normals. I don't want to learn the new items.
Yeah, they're okay. They're busted, but they're alright.
Yeah, it's just League of Burst now. Everything just nukes. Everybody blows up except for tanks, because tanks are still tanky because they have to be, because they're tanks. The game just the logic makes no sense to me anymore. I don't know what they're doing at Riot Games.
I don't like the items, but
I hate them. I hate them. I hate the items. They suck. Was gonna tell you though, they made a mobile game called League of Legends. League of Legends Wild Rift. Yeah. And you use a joystick to control your character's movements.
Gross.
Yeah. It's weird. It's different. I actually like it more than normal League. It's actually better than normal League for me.
Don't care. Not really. It's disgusting.
I just can't stand normal League, and I probably won't. I mean, I played one match and was just like, I'm over it.
I played like 3 ranked games. That's what it is.
And about religion, I quit going to church around 20, most part due to the preacher my family supported was forcing his point of view and putting down other faiths. Well, see, the problem there is that it's not that. That's the hard part I feel about religion. For me, what I have is not a religion. I don't conform to mankind's made up religion. That's what I feel like religion is. Religion is man-made, while my relationship with Jesus Christ is something he made, not me. I didn't make it. He was the one that died for me. He's the one that made me who I am, kind of deal, you know, and forgave me for what I've done, which, you know, I'm not a perfect person. That's why I'm not condemning anybody. That's the way I see that though. Like, and I used to be a bigger part of a church, but like that church went under because the city actually bought our freaking building, and so we just didn't have a building anymore. So we were like, all right, guess we're done, kind of deal. And so like we moved on, we moved past it, and we haven't found a new church since. We've gone to other churches, but like they're all kind of that religion. They're not what God intended them to be. You ended your laning phase on League? Oh no. Hey, I mean 31 assists is pretty insane. That's pretty nuts. But yeah, that's just the way I see. I feel like what I believe in is Jesus Christ himself, and it's a relationship I have with him, and I can have as much of him in my life as I want because of his word. If I want more Jesus in my life, all I have to do is open up his word and read from it and learn about him and learn who he was and learn what he was and why he was and what he's done for me. That's what I believe, and I feel like most churches have gotten away from that. Definitely. But yeah. Used your tank Senna. You're tanking with Senna? How does that work?
No, you don't play League.
That's true. That's true. You got me there. I don't know what the new items are. Don't even tell me, because if you say a name, I might not understand. Good one, Nick. You got me. You got me, because I wouldn't have actually known what he was talking about if he said an item I haven't heard of.
That's pretty popular.
Tank Senna is popular?
Homebrew. Yeah. Yeah. It's stupid.
I miss old League, Nick. I miss League of Legends. Because it's not League of Legends anymore.
It's not, but
it feels to
what
me.
else am I gonna play, man? I ain't got nothing else.
Outriders.
I don't know. I think.
And tomorrow, actually, as a matter of fact. Do you have Game Pass on Xbox?
No.
Why not?
I don't play video games enough to pay for that.
Does Xavier have Game Pass on Xbox?
I don't even think he has Xbox Live.
Oh, really? What happened to you guys? You just don't play Xbox anymore? You used to play Xbox all the time. I thought you guys played Xbox more than you played PC.
No, Xavier plays PC pretty much exclusively.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
We need to get you on the PC wagon then, don't we?
Heck, no. Happen.
Why? Well, okay. Explain to me what your reasoning behind not even attempting PC gaming is.
I don't want to.
That's it? Just that? That doesn't make sense to me. Because would you go back to a console?
Would I? Yeah.
Well, then why not play a PC? What's the difference there?
I just don't want to.
I mean, fair enough, man. Yeah, you got your. That's your right. You got
in the sand, buddy. I ain't.
You got the freedom to choose. Would you play on a Mac?
What?
Would you play on a Mac? If you got a more powerful Mac that could play games, would you play on a Mac? I like how long that took. That was good. That took you a little bit, but you know, hey.
No, I don't think so. I don't play enough video games, dude. Like, I really don't. Like, I got the Xbox. I play. Nothing really.
Are you gonna get the Mass Effect remastered trilogy?
Yeah, Mass Effect.
I don't play games. I'm getting that game.
I mean, I play some. Like, when I do play, I play with Xavier, but that's every other week when he's at our dad's. But when he's at our mom's,
you don't get to play, so you play solo games. Yeah.
I play like Assassin's Creed or something like that.
How far did you get in Valhalla? Did you beat it yet?
Did I beat it? Come on now.
I'm just hitting you with hard hitting questions that I know you're gonna say no to.
Yeah, I know, right? Dude, when did Skyrim come out? Like
2012, dude. 11? Maybe 11, actually. That sounds right.
I still have not made it to the top of the mountain to talk to those wizards yet.
How
I played that game like 315 hours.
Have you not gone and talking to the what do they call it? Gray wizards or something?
Yeah, something like that. My mission, and I just go, nah, and I keep on going.
Man, that's you see that marker at the top with the compass, and you're just like, nah, forget all that.
I could go over here.
Yeah, what's over there, dude? There's actually a game coming out called. Coming out called Blue Protocol, and it is I think it's an MMO, but it's like an anime style MMO, and it's supposed to be open world, and I'm actually kind of excited for it just because it reminds me more of that. I love exploring in freaking games, dude. It's one of my favorite things.
I hate it because I don't do anything else but do that.
That's all you need. Clearly. How many hours do you have in Skyrim?
It's like over 300,000.
It's 300,000.
300,000 hours.
300,000 hours in Skyrim. I got Skyrim on my television. I got Skyrim on my refrigerator. I've played Skyrim. That's what the whiskey's for. You've seen some things.
I've seen some things, man.
Skyrim on the Switch, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that's your experience with Cyberpunk? Dude, I actually ended up uninstalling Cyberpunk just because I started playing it and I actually got kind of far. But like my problem with Cyberpunk 2077 wasn't that I was having problems with like I'm exploring too much and I need to do main quests, because I like exploring. That's the fun in those games for me. Screw the main story, I'll leave it for last. But like all of the bugs and glitches, dude, I couldn't handle it anymore. It was awful. The cities are very bland. Yeah, I agree. And the glitches, dude. I crashed in that game more than I've crashed in any game in years. It was sad.
They made that game for years.
Really
long time.
I think it was it announced in 2014?
Something like that. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a while back, dude. And
I mean, they announced it, and it was a long time until it came out.
Yeah, I'm ready for some more, like, I don't know. There's games that have been like, I don't know. I guess COVID kind of screwed up a lot of games, because there was games that I was kind of anticipating last year. Like there's this one indie developer making Tunic, which is a game where it's like, it's isometric, you know, it's top down bird's eye view kind of deal, but it's like you are a little fox guy, and it's kind of like Legends of Zelda, old school Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
And it's, you know, single player game and stuff, but like I have been waiting for that game to come out for years now, dude. I first seen it whenever I was watching like Idea Xbox, like probably the same time Cyberpunk was freaking announced, and it's still not out. And I don't get it, because it's an indie game, for one. For two, he had a playable demo. Like last year, he had a playable demo for it, and it was great. It was a lot of fun. But then, like, I'm thinking, why not just release your game in early access? Like, I get it's probably taking you a while. You're one guy working on a game, but early access is not a negative thing anymore if you dedicate yourself to actually improving your game.
Arc is still early access, and it's been out for like 6 years.
Don't talk to me about Arc. I don't like Arc. They're making Arc 2. You know that, right?
The first one's still in early access. It's not even a fully released game.
I think it's in early access on console, but it's completely out on PC, I think.
Well,
I
that's
think.
Stupid. It's been early access on console for at least 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, some games are very bad with
like
early
EA
access.
is what they sound to me, okay?
Yeah. Dude, EA just makes me sad, man. You know they're not doing the next Star Wars game, right?
The last two suck.
What was it? The Fallen Order?
Yeah, that game was not that fun.
It wasn't, dude. I was actually kind of sad. I got it thinking it would be fun.
Cool, but
yeah, I haven't played Squadrons, but I got the Fallen Order because I was like, dude, it's kind of Souls-like, and you know me, I freaking love Dark Souls, so I was like, I'll jump in. It's nothing like Dark Souls. The only thing about it that's like Dark Souls is that sometimes bosses have health, and then also that freaking there's meditation points like bonfires that you can't warp between. So it's nothing like Dark Souls. If you miss a collectible, which by the way, there's no collectibles in Dark Souls other than items that, you know, improve your gameplay and, you know, fix your stats. And you couldn't even play? Oh,
it wouldn't let him play. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Xavier. You wouldn't want to play it anyways, man. The story was cool. Overall, it was kind of like a 5 out of 10 for me. Honestly, it wasn't that good of a Star Wars game, but here's to hoping that Ubisoft takes the mantle of Star Wars games and makes something good. Because the fact that Ubisoft's doing the next one, I have hope. If it's anything like Assassin's Creed, I have hope. The city's one.
Ubisoft's doing Star Wars now.
Yeah, Ubisoft is doing the next one. There's no contract with anybody anymore. So like Disney has now made Lucas Arts a thing again, but I don't remember what it's called. I don't think it's called Lucas Arts. It's a new studio, Lucas Studios. I don't know what it's called. But like
contains a Lucas. That's strange.
Yeah, it's called Lucas, but like it's I guess their video game branch now, and so they're gonna like they're gonna hire different companies to make games. I don't know what that means, but Ubisoft is apparently doing the next one, and I'm excited for that. But there was also Yeah, there's another remaster of a Star Wars game that was on the original Xbox, Republic Commando. That's getting remastered. Yes,
Oh,
I think I seen
shit.
a trailer for it. I don't know if it's real or not.
That game's fun, man.
Dude, that game was
Dude,
great.
It's gotta be co-op, man. It's gotta be.
I
If
don't
it's not
know.
Co-op, it's.
I don't know, because the first one
If
wasn't.
it's co-op, I'm gonna buy everyone I know a copy.
Was the first one? The first one wasn't co-op. No, it was co-op. It was a split screen. Right?
4-player co-op, yeah.
It was split screen though, right? I didn't have Xbox Live back then, so maybe it was Xbox Live co-op. I don't know. No, because I think Halo was kind of like one of the first co-op online.
Halo, though. No, it was out after Halo.
No, Halo 3. I mean, 4-player co-op online game. I think Halo.
Console.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely the first one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. Yeah.
It was out. That game was out after Halo 2.
Yeah, after Halo 2, but before Halo 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but because it was for the original Xbox, not 360. Halo 3 was 360.
Yeah. So was Halo Reach.
Louis says that, well, I think the reason EA got dropped was it was more trouble to deal with EA than it was worth for Disney. Well, I mean, their games just didn't do good.
Game sucked.
The Battlefront 2 was awful. Battlefront 1 was meh. I think me and Nick and Xavier played that for a bit.
All I had to do was take Battlefield 3 and just overlay Star Wars on top of it. That was it. That's all I had to do.
Yeah, I mean,
the engine, you already have everything, and just make it Star Wars.
Yeah, let us customize our freaking blasters. I could not believe that customizing blasters was not a thing. I couldn't believe it. Why was that not a thing?
That's what you couldn't believe. I couldn't believe I couldn't lay down on the ground.
I mean, yeah, true.
Game comes out in 2015. You can't lay down.
Yeah.
It took 2010 before Master Chief could run. Come
on. Yeah. Capcom and Sega came back from the grave. What are they bringing? Capcom's bringing something soon. I can't remember what. I don't know what Sega's got going on. But Capcom's coming out with something.
Sonic game?
I hope it's not. Please don't. Please. That's the last thing I want. Yeah, no. I don't want to play Sonic. They're not fun. I don't care to go fast.
Extra fast, man.
Dude, as long as the game can be over in 1 second, I'll play that game. That'll be worth to play, because then it'd actually be Sonic being fast, getting off my screen, so I can move on to a good game. No, I'm sorry. I'm
the only thing I know of, man.
Metroid, I think. Is Metroid Sega?
I think that's Capcom.
No, I thought Street Fighter was Capcom.
Metroid though?
Metroid?
Is that Samus chick in that suit, right?
Yeah. Is that Nintendo? I don't know. I'm putting my hands up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the fans of Metroid. I don't know what console your game was on, but I hated it, so it doesn't matter to me.
Snake was in? I don't even know.
No, Snake is Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Metroid is Nintendo? Okay. I'm sorry. I was wrong. What the heck does freaking Sega produce then? Other than
Sonic, dude. That's it.
You were right on. You were dead on with it. That's it. That's the only game they have is Sonic. Yeah. Oh, poor Sega. I'm sorry, Sega. You won't be missed. I never had a Sega console or anything, and I never killed for Sonic.
Cousin had one. She's like, let's play it. I was like, cool, let's play. And then we played for like 5 minutes. You're like, oh, that game's over. I'm like, but the game's over. It's 5 minutes long. They're like, yeah, it's a demo. That's all you have. I'm like, well, that's just stupid.
Oh man, that's sad. Yeah, I was raised on, I think my first console was a NES, Nintendo, and then the next one was the SNES, and then it was the SNES. And then PlayStation 1.
64.
64. I had consoles because my parents had consoles. My dad had consoles. My dad would play Tecmo Bowl and stuff on the Nintendo.
My mom and dad took in 5 kids.
Mm-hmm. And they needed a distraction.
Needed something to do.
Yeah, the kids needed something to do.
Yeah, the trampoline wasn't enough.
Pikmin? Is Pikmin Sega? Pikmin's Nintendo.
That's Nintendo.
Pikmin was great. I love Pikmin.
100% Nintendo. It was on the GameCube. Love that game.
Yeah, Pikmin 1 was great. I did not play 2 or 3.
Fantastic.
I did
Pikmin
not.
3, hard as balls. That game's hard.
Pikmin is Bandai Namco? Well, that makes sense. Bandai's great. Yakuza, Sonic, Persona. See? Never played Yakuza, never played Persona.
Only one I've heard of is Sonic. That's it.
Oh, Namco. Oh yeah, okay. But the games were licensed to Nintendo. That's how I played Pikmin. Pikmin 1 was amazing, and Super Smash Bros. Melee on GameCube. Oh yeah, dude. Me, Cody, and our friend Todd, dude, we would play Melee all the daggum time at Cody's house because he was the only one that had a GameCube. So
I would go to my mom's work and they had a GameCube there. That's where I would play Pikmin.
Nice. Yeah. They're actually, speaking of Pikmin, there was an ID at Xbox game recently that actually is 100% Pikmin, but not Pikmin because it's on Xbox. It's like you have little, like the little guys follow you around and you literally throw them the same way you would the Pikmins. They might end up getting sued because it was a dead-on like copy, but it like not the full game, but like the layout of the game.
But that's like saying you could Call of Duty can sue Halo because they copied that like Halo. I mean,
I don't think Call of Duty could sue Halo.
I'm saying it's first-person shooter. You're gonna have similar game mechanics.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
You can steal nothing.
I'm sorry, Louis. I'm sorry. I don't think I will watch the Sonic movie because I'm just not a fan of Sonic. Yeah, the Sonic movie. With what's his face?
That's with the animated Sonic.
Yeah, and the actor that
freaking scary.
No, they changed him. He doesn't look so scary.
He terrified people.
Yeah, I mean he had human teeth.
He was weird looking.
It was very weird looking. I still have that memory burned into my head, dude. Sometimes there's nightmares, man. I wake up in cold sweats. No. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of Sonic. I am kind of excited for the new Resident Evil game and the Netflix exclusive Resident Evil animated movie that's coming out. Have you seen that? Have you seen anything about that, Nick? I don't know if you're a fan of Resident Evil. You don't like Resident Evil? I think Chase is the fan of Resident Evil, and he loves Resident Evil. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a weirdo.
Hey, are you calling me a weirdo because I like Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Who fits?
I don't know. I don't think
I'm a zombie fan, man. Never was.
I'm a T-Virus fan.
Umbrella Corp for me, buddy.
You're not a zombie fan, but didn't you play Left 4 Dead? Xavier did. Okay, I knew one of you did.
No.
Gotcha. I own the Sonic Archive comics as a kid, so I have a soft spot. Understandable, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody was raised on different things. I remember freaking playing the Aladdin game on NES. That was like one of my first games, and that game was freaking hard. The genie level sucked, okay? And I hate that level, and I hate the developers for making that level because that was supposed to be a game for kids. I beat it, and the cave was a stupid freaking nightmare as well, having to ride on the magic carpet and dodge stupid freaking stalagmites coming down and hitting me. Screw you, developers, but also thank you. That was a gem of my childhood.
Stupid. I hated that game, man. I would go over to my cousin's house and she's like, "Let's play Aladdin." And I would freaking yell at her and say no.
It was a freaking hard game, dude. It was a hard game.
Hard, man.
It was a hard freaking game. That was probably one of the worst platformers.
It was a hard game, and Aladdin is way harder than that.
Yeah. Aladdin was probably one of the most difficult platformers I've ever played, for sure.
Oh, thanks.
The only 3D Capcom I played as a kid was Dino Crisis. Dude, man. Dino Crisis Remaster, please. Would you play that, Nick? Would you play Dino Crisis? It's Resident Evil, but dinosaurs.
Oh, no.
That's a good reaction to that. I like that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
would play it. I would
Don't
come
play
to your
zombies.
house.
No.
I'd find you. I'd find you if they remastered it. Only if they remaster it. Not right now, because
Absolutely not. No. No, would play.
that's what you think.
Open my Traeger, throw it in there, and cook it. What I do.
What do we think about the new Halo coming out? I'm actually kind of excited, man.
Haven't seen anything, Xavier.
You haven't seen anything? So
Halo.
this time
It's
around,
343 days.
well, the story looks kind of cool in the sense that it's an open world now. You're on a ring, a Halo ring, and it's open world.
4 sucked. 5 sucked. I don't know if I want to spend $60. Suck again.
Well,
Alright.
luckily you won't have to, because it's gonna be on Game Pass. You just buy Game Pass for that one little time, and you can try the game out, Nick. It'll be okay. Do I have faith in 343? I have faith in people that are in 343, but not 343 as a whole. Some people, not all of them. I
So,
actually
You
liked.
take Halo Reach, an engine Bungie makes, and then just hose it down and make something totally different that does not even feel the same anymore.
Yeah,
You
I
have an evolution with Halo, you know, Combat Evolved, and then Halo 2, and then Halo 3, and then Halo Reach was that next evolution of that development.
right.
Then you just throw that out the window and make something else.
that is true. They kind of did just. And see, what's also what you missed there was ODST, the greatest Halo to exist,
No. Reach is the best.
the best in Spartan. ODST is the best without Spartans.
It's the only one.
Exactly. Thank you.
Arguments are valid. Again, ODST was cool. Brutes freaking suck.
The brutes were freaking hard in that game, dude. Yeah, the entire game was difficult. I like Dark Souls, man. What can I say? It was the Dark Souls of Halo. I'm kidding.
No, I give you that.
Halo Wars. I liked Halo Wars 1. Halo Wars 2.
Bro, is that RPG game?
RTS. Real-time strategy. Yeah.
It sucked.
I liked Halo Wars 1. Me and Todd played Halo Wars 1 because it had co-op, and that's probably why we liked it, because one of us prioritized focusing on the troops and one of us prioritized on protecting our base. So we didn't have to do it all by ourselves. You know, 2 brains better than 1 kind of deal.
And me and Chase played that, and I said, F this game.
Did you?
I do not like that game.
I mean, yeah, it's not for everybody. RTS isn't for everybody for sure, dude. I get you.
RTS. I do not like Halo Wars.
I loved it. I thought it was great. Controls were Controls were not great though, because it was on controller.
They suck.
Yeah, I actually liked Halo 5. I've still liked the stories. They have fallen off big time compared to what they were, right? But are they dirt? Are they crap like freaking Call of Duty? No. Call of Duty is bad. Call of Duty has not made a good narrative in a very, very, very long time. The last Call of Duty that had the last Call of Duty that has had a good narrative, I feel like, was the big red one. That's an old Call of Duty.
The only Call of Duty I've ever played is
Modern Warfare 2?
Nope. Black Ops.
Black Ops 1?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah. That was a good one. I liked World at War more than... World at War was my favorite. Oh, and it came to multiplayer. I just loved World at War. It was freaking fantastic.
Your hitbox should not be the size of this screen right here. It should be my head. Alright? That's your hitbox, not this. This is not my head. You miss me.
Well, see, that's why I think we loved freaking Battlefield so much, man.
That's why I loved Halo.
Yeah, true.
Until 343 took over. And then it was dumb.
I don't know, man. I liked the multiplayer of 5. I thought it was great.
I remember shooting rockets at people and it misses their cod piece by inches and they don't die. And in Halo 4, man, you shoot 100 feet to the left and the person drops dead.
Yeah, I did not. I haven't played a lot of RTSs, Louis. But yeah, dude, I'm excited for the next Halo just because it's not it's new. Like 343 is trying something new, and it's open world, and you get a grappling hook now to where you can traverse the open world a little better. It's kind of cool.
Jetpack is fucking a Master Chief, man.
Well, you don't get a jetpack this time.
Jetpack's already in the freaking game.
You don't get a jetpack, okay? I get that you're stuck on Reach, but but the war has gone past it. Reach got glassed. It's dead.
I don't care.
I'm kidding.
The best engine in the game and you throw it away.
I agree. I think the graphics wise, 100% Reach was the peak.
Yeah.
No, Reach was 100% the peak on visuals and everything.
Yeah,
like they shouldn't have. They've gone way too
Larry, it's ugly looking.
What do you call cartoony?
Yeah, it's dumb looking. I hate it.
Way too techie cartoony way in Halo.
I do not like 343 Halos. I don't care for them.
I've liked what they did with the remasters. Master Chief Collection was good, but it was awful at first. They've turned it around drastically, and that's why I kind of still have faith in them, because they've taken something that they did that was freaking dog crap and made it into something good. But honestly, can't, like, how do you take something that was ever good and make it bad, which is what they did originally? If we're talking about it. So exactly, Louis, you got it. You hit the nail with the hammer on the head. Agreed. It's sad, but the problem there is that, like, I bought the Master Chief Collection even on PC and I still don't touch it, dude. Like, it's just hard to play. It's hard to play Halo nowadays without friends. I can't touch them without friends.
They're boring.
They're very boring by yourself. I could play Halo 1 by myself, but any of the other ones I just can't. Well, it's because I've played Halo 1 the most, I feel like. So
I have not. It's the one I've never played and I don't care to play.
Halo 1?
It sucks. What? It's terrible.
Why? What didn't you like about it? Well, I mean, when did you play it? Was it after 2 or 3?
No, it was way before. I mean, it was new. It was cool shooting things, but apart from that, it's boring. It's been a cool story, but
did you play it with friends?
On YouTube.
Yeah.
I played with my cousin.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, another game that I was like super big into is Gears, and I feel like that's why I love Outriders so much. It's by people that helped make Gears Judgment, but then like the gunplay is just like Gears. I feel like it's not just like Gears. It's similar to Gears. Took me and my friends hours to beat Legendary Halo 1. Really? I loved Halo 1. Me and Todd played Halo 1 like crazy, dude. We beat Halo 1 on Legendary so many times. We found so many cheats in that games too. There's areas in that game where you can like shortcut the game by like an hour sometimes because of how that game was made. But yeah, same with Halo 2 actually. I actually have high hopes for Xbox this gen just because of the pure simple fact that they now own Bethesda. Well, ZeniX Max, so not just Bethesda, but like, what do they own? They own Fallouts, they own Elder Scrolls, they own Doom. They came out and announced a new Fable. Did you ever play Fable, Nick?
I played Fable 3. I kicked a bunch of chickens.
You kicked a bunch of chicken chaser.
That's all I did.
That's it?
I do stupid shit in games. I don't like doing stuff you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I loved Fable 1, so I hope that the new Fable that's coming out is more like 1 and not any of the other ones. Maybe add co-op if they can do it correctly, because the co-op in Fable 2 and 3 were not great, in my opinion.
I didn't mind it, so it's alright.
I felt like the games were too linear compared to 1.
That's why I like doing stuff that is not what you're supposed to do, like kick a bunch of chickens.
Yeah, understandable, especially with that game, because it's about as fun as you can get in 3. I
started playing that game a long time after it came out, and I was like, look, I don't really care to play this storyline. I'm just going to play this game because my friends like this game. And I got an achievement for kicking a chicken, and I was like, so I looked, and it said how many chickens you kicked. I was like, well, I'm going to kick the most chickens of all of my friends. I started kicking chickens.
Nice.
And then I looked, and I was about 1 million chickens short from my friend Joey, and I was like, nope, I'm done. I am not kicking 1 million more
Freaking
chickens.
Joey.
He had like 2 million chicken kicks, dude.
What? Why? How?
I don't know.
He must have found a glitch. He had to have. 2 million.
No, I played this game long. Like, it was free to 360.
Oh, okay, I got you. Microsoft had issues with releasing games last gen. I don't feel like they had issues last gen. I feel like they had problems from the start of last gen. Remember, the start of last gen, Phil was not the head. It was that one weird guy that was trying to push the freaking Xbox as an entertainment thing. The Xbox One is an entertainment platform where you, if you've got a cable box, look, you can plug your cable box into your Xbox and then plug your Xbox into your TV. And then that way, whenever you want to watch TV, you go to the Xbox app TV and then you get a laggy reception from your cable box. That's what they were. Yeah, in the Kinect, they were advertising that bull crap instead of focusing on what they should have. Video games, the forefront of what made Xbox 360 and the Xbox original good, and consoles.
Console.
Yeah,
the thing people buy it for, you don't focus on.
Entertainment, the hub for entertainment. No, forget all that. If I want to go do something like that, I'll go do something like that. I'll turn off my daggum video game console and watch TV. It doesn't take me but 2 clicks to switch inputs, and guess what? I do that on everything. Everything. Already. Do I want to watch my Fire Stick TV? I am switching inputs. Do I want to play my PlayStation or my Nintendo? I have to switch inputs. You can't lead in something like that. It doesn't work. Like inputting, and it's not that it doesn't work, it's that if you're gonna do it, you have to make it be perfect. There can't be audio lag, visual lag like there was. It has to be good. It has to work. And another thing they kind of did and screwed up on was they kept paying third parties to make games for them. Like, I think most of their exclusives, like Dead Rising 3 was an exclusive right at the start. It was Capcom, and it was Capcom Vancouver. I don't know if you've seen what happened with them. They got shut down a few years later after Dead Rising 4 because they just haven't made good games. You know, it was a bad take of Microsoft to not focus on freaking making video games. They didn't make any first party video games. They decided to say, screw first party games, let's just make a bunch of third party games, or hire people to make third party games. It was flawed from the beginning.
Is Dead Rising that zombie video game?
Yes.
Okay.
You knew. Hey, good on you. You knew a zombie video game, Nick. The only way I remembered that it was Dead Rising 3 that was a launch title was because it was the game that I pre-ordered with the console, because it was the only game to play when the console came out.
I don't care for zombies, dude.
I mean, you gotta play what you gotta play whenever you pre-order a console on release, and that's why I did not get the new consoles. Yeah, that's why I didn't get the new consoles. The only thing that's on either one of the consoles right now that I would want to play is on the PlayStation 5, and it's Demon's Souls Remastered. That's it. It's the only thing. And there's a potential for that game to come out on PC, and so I'm not doing it.
Why was that such a hype? Why people want PS5 so much?
Why do I want Yeah, I guess.
And it's sold out like all the time.
I think they're still selling out sometimes. I don't know. I personally, dude, they're not for me. Console's not for me anymore. I just can't. And I feel like I think PlayStation's selling out because people realize that you can just play Xbox games now on PC. So PC players are like, well, for any first party game on Xbox, I don't have to freaking buy an Xbox anymore. I can just freaking buy the game on PC and be good. So I'll just buy a PlayStation and have both consoles technically. So I think that's what people's logic is behind that, and why most of the PlayStations are selling out. Infamous Second Son was actually a pretty good game. I liked that game. But yeah, Bloodborne was my favorite on PS4, and I'm sure Demon's Souls would be my favorite on PS5, but I'm not gonna freaking buy a PS5. I'm not. If it comes to PC, I'll play Demon's Souls then. If it does not, I'm not buying another console. I can't. I don't like the limited FPS and stuff. It's just not for me. And the limited options too. That's what really makes me not like consoles now, is because of the limited options, in the sense that like some games don't let you turn off motion blur on consoles. Some games don't let you turn off the filters that they have on, like film grain and all that kind of stuff. And motion blur makes me freaking sick. And a lot of games on consoles do not let you get rid of screen shake. Also makes me sick. Can't stand it. I have to turn those off. And most PC games know that their player base is sitting closer to their monitors, so they let you turn those things off, because the closer you are to the screen, the worse those effects can be on people that have motion sickness. I'm one of those people. So please, developers, if I ever get famous enough and this podcast goes somewhere and you're listening, let me turn off motion blur and screen shake. My head does not do this when I'm moving, okay? You can hear my headphones falling when that happens. So hopefully, if you're listening to this, you get it. My neck is not breaking while I'm walking. Please fix screen shake. Remove it. It's awful. It's stupid. It's not immersive. It's disgusting, and I hate it. I think Sony owns the Demon's Soul IP. Yes, they do. But Sony has started to put games on PC, like Horizon Zero Dawn. So here's to hoping. I heard that Days Gone is actually going to PC as well, which is kind of neat. But Nick wouldn't like it. It's a zombie game. Oh, and a game on PC actually. So never mind.
Not for me.
Yeah, I'm ready for an actual E3. I hope an E3 can actually happen this year, because I'm starved for some video games, dude. I'm starved for video games. Good video games. Valhalla was not fun to me. Odyssey was not that fun for me. I didn't like them.
Oh, that game's so fun.
Odyssey, or I liked Origins. I like Origins, the Egyptian
Origins one. It was alright. It got boring after a while.
I mean, that's kind of how I feel about the last two. It's just they're just reskins of that one.
Nah, this one feels a lot like Black Flag. I mean, it's the same writers that wrote this one anyways, but there's a lot more stuff to explore in this one than there was in the last two.
See, I didn't like Black Flag though. I liked 2 and 3, Brotherhood, and what was the other one? What was the one after 3?
Like
3 was the Native American guy,
yeah,
and then 2 was. I liked that one.
That one was so boring.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different one then. I don't know.
But Connor, that one was boring. God, I hated that one.
I don't remember. I think I liked it just because I didn't play it myself. I like kind of watched my dad play it, and then like
there's not a whole lot you could do on that game. Like
really,
yeah, like your stealth was very limited, and I did not care for that. Like now with these ones, like in England or in Norway, like there's a lot of open expanse in Valhalla, but like you can still hide in stuff. And
well, yeah, actually, I subconsciously play those games because my dad needs my help sometimes, because he is a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. He loves Assassin's Creed.
I love Assassin's Creed. I played everyone's my favorite. Other than Mass Effect, that's my favorite franchise.
Yeah, I still loved 2 the most. I remember the days of us playing the multiplayer of 2, dude.
Oh, dude,
Brotherhood.
They need to bring that back.
Yeah, like that's the main reason why that's the main reason why I haven't gotten into any of them. That was what I did the most. Fun. I got every single achievement in 2, and then immediately dived into multiplayer and never stopped playing until Battlefield 3 came out.
The best. That was the funnest multiplayer because it was so different.
Yeah.
Like anything else, it's not a first-person shooter. I mean, maybe now it's kind of like these, like a lot of deceptive games you have, like Among Us or Project Winter or whatever.
Yeah, I don't.
It's more like that, but
I don't like Among Us.
That game sucks.
Yeah,
but it was Saber. I just got called an idiot for no reason because I'd never played the game before.
Yeah, it's awful.
I was like, this is not fun.
Yeah.
Project Winter looks cool. I like to play that, but it's on PC and I don't have one. So
Soon.
no, never.
If I bought you one.
Don't do that. Don't waste your money.
If I bought you one.
Don't waste your money. Do it.
I'll probably buy you one. if the podcast blows up and you don't have to work anymore at the U.S. Postal Service, I'll buy you one. Only if those things happen, Nick. How about that?
Don't waste your money, man. Don't do it.
How would it be wasting money if you had all the free time in the world?
Because I wouldn't play.
What else would you be doing?
Doing stuff that I don't do now. Spending time with my wife, with my kid.
Well, yeah.
My brother.
Of course, but what would you...
I didn't even talk to my brother in 2 weeks, and he's in this freaking chat, and I didn't even heard his voice.
Oh, that makes me sad.
I work too much, man. I work a lot. Like 3 days in, I usually hit 45 hours.
Dang, dude. You hit me with that one. But yeah, if you didn't have to work and your work was 1 hour a week.
Waste your money, dude. Don't do it.
I'm telling you now, it's happening.
I wouldn't play it, man.
And you know what? I'd force you to play it. I'd be your boss, and I'd be like, listen, the podcast this week is we're playing this game on PC.
Don't waste your money, dude. Don't do it.
You know what? We'd have a studio, and in the studio would be 3 PCs. And so it wouldn't be yours. But you could play it if you wanted. How about that?
I would look at it and go,
if you hire me, that would happen. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's my biggest dream, is to get these podcasts off, you know, blow them up, you know, get them out there and be able to...
Oh, you can't say blow up. That's the terrorist threatening. Do that.
All right.
Cute PG here, man. You can't do that.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. What? Straight to the moon. Rocket launch. Elon Musk. Tesla. Am I allowed to say those things? Is that a better way to phrase it? I would rather
as long as you don't say dope smoking.
I want
clear.
I want the podcasts to go up
From space.
Go to the moon. Go to Mars.
That was fake. We never been in the moon.
Go to Mars. Hey, Elon, if you're listening. No, I mean, if it's Elon, he's going straight to Mars, man.
It's going straight past the moon.
Yeah, screw the moon. Who cares about
the? Ain't got room.
Okay. Yeah, if by, you know, if it happens and the podcasts grow into that, though.
I move to Mars and do a podcast. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. I
do
it. If
there'd be a little bit of a delay, like I think I'd be like a day behind you or something.
Well, I feel like we would name the studio Mars, and the studio would be on Earth. Is that fair enough?
I'd move to Mars. That's fine. I do it.
I don't think we'd be able to.
Got a degree.
What if we miss?
I'm a valued asset.
What if you miss? What if the rocket misses by 1 light year? Then you're just out in space.
Fine. I can boldly go where no man's gone before.
Well, you would. You'd have to. At that point, you wouldn't be able to go anywhere else.
Embrace it.
If you're already on the rocket strapped in and it's like, we missed our target. We missed Mars, guys.
Wouldn't happen because I would be there. Stay on target. Stay on target.
You'd use the force.
All right. Got enough mass. I can move it around.
Is your midichlorian count high?
No, this is really low.
Oh, unfortunate.
But I'm determined. It's not about the size of the dog that fight. It's about the size. Oh, that's backwards.
Yeah.
This is an aspen. You can tell that it's an aspen tree because of the way it is.
That's basically it, right? Because the way I'll be able to get to the Mars because I'll get to Mars. It's the way that it is.
I'm going.
Princess Leia move. Yeah, just float your way back into the ship.
Yeah.
From outer space. No depressurizing the body or anything.
No. Don't need to breathe.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I want the podcast to be successful to where you and Cody both don't have to work. You know, that's what I like. People have goals, and you know, sometimes goals are freaking, you know, out there, but anything's possible in this freaking world, man. I've seen it happen.
I don't know, buddy. I'm a workaholic.
You would be working.
I gotta be working. I cannot.
Well, see, that's where I'm meaning is like that's what I'm saying in this sense is if the podcast, like the stream of the podcast, is like a stepping stone kind of way. If I was able to get to fund a studio, I would have us be kind of like Achievement Hunter in that sense. That's what I would want to do. It would not be easy.
Side hustle, man.
Oh, always. I mean, we would have multiple.
Or something. I gotta do something. Stay busy, man.
I gotta do something. I don't think dope would be a thing because by the time this all happens, dope's probably gonna be illegal. You know,
Okay, then I'll make a lot of money.
Oh, there you go. So you'll do that legally, side hustle.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, not illegal. Government. I would never do that.
I'm glad you stated that here, live on record. That way they know. But yeah, man. I mean, if that was possible, and you know, that's what I mean about the whole computer thing. Getting you a computer, it wouldn't just be a computer thing. I'd have us all different consoles and stuff. You know, whatever. Because I would want to make content. Everything, you know, even if it wasn't making video game content or wasn't doing a podcast, if it was us traveling the freaking earth, if we were making concept like I lost the freaking word, not concept, content. Thank you. What the heck would you say? I just
went to college.
Yeah,
I got it.
Thank you. I said the word and then immediately lost the word. Going great. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying though, is it's like if I was able to do that, I would definitely start a business in the sense, if I could start a business, you know what I mean? And hire friends and be like, listen, work for me. Stop doing that. If you want, you know, not forcing people because that's not going to freaking work. But if you want to come do all these goofing things, because that's kind of what I'm wanting to do, come join me. If not, cool. Do what you want to do. But also, come do that here instead. do what you want to do, but do that here and just make content.
Yeah. Fly fleet. Oh man.
I'm sorry I rubbed off on you.
Yeah, no. This right here's gone. So,
what was that though that you were trying to say?
Fly your freak flag. Fly. Oh man. Woo.
Fly or what?
No, fly your freak flag here. There we go.
What does that mean?
Fly your flag, your freak flag, whatever you.
Oh, okay, I got you. Fly your freak flag.
There you go.
Okay, gotcha.
See, it's hard to say even if you're not drinking.
yeah. I just didn't understand it at first, man. But yeah, dude, like that's what I'm saying.
Me fat. Come on now, it's not nice.
I have a soundboard here for these moments, man. I just feel like it's useful.
Sure.
But yeah, dude, that's what I freaking want, man. I want to be able to grow the podcasts, the stream into something way greater than both of them combined, even, you know, and make a ton of content. Content creation is just something I'm passionate about, and it's fun for me.
Look, I'll be honest, if that happens, cool. I'll be here. No big deal. That'll be fun.
Heck yeah, dude.
I'm here because it's fun. That's the only reason I'm here.
That's what I'm saying.
Somewhere cool. If it don't, I'll still do it. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, that's what the whole point is. You got to start somewhere, and if we don't start at all, it'll never get anywhere. So that's what we're doing. That's what the whole point of being here tonight is making it happen. Forget the Narrative episode 1. I think we did a good job.
I think we went too long.
You think so? Probably, because you're already like you're out there, aren't you? How long have we been going? An hour and 40 minutes? You know,
that's a while.
we did it. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of you, Nick. You got through it. You got through that glass of whiskey. Thanks for singing things.
I'd like to thank my brother and my mom, but my dad.
Not your brother, not Xavier. Sorry, Xavier. Make sure you do schoolwork, Xavier, or else.
Yeah, quit failing your classes. What's wrong with you?
I didn't know that these things were happening. I'm sorry, Xavier. I didn't mean to bring these up.
You better be listening. Do your schoolwork.
Stay
in school.
That goes to all kids. Do your freaking schoolwork.
No, just my brother. You gotta stay in school.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Everyone's, free will. You do what you want. Xavier's staying in school. He's not getting out.
Unless he goes pro in video games.
Oh, he's staying in school
with a scholarship.
Even with no scholarship, he's staying in school.
No, I mean if he gets a scholarship.
Sure. If he doesn't, he's still going.
All right, let's end it here. I think I feel like we got it. We did it. Episode 1 done. Yeah. All right, guys.
How do we end this?
Oh, I'll just turn it off, man. But I will tell everybody. See you next time, guys. We will probably be back. I'm gonna be back streaming. I'll be streaming more often recently because, like I said, Outriders is coming out tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming that game a lot. So I'll be here. Twitch.tv/theblizzyv. I'd say next week, Wednesday night. So crap. What date is that? Can you tell me what date that would be, Nick?
Oh, shoot.
Actually, no, I got it. It'll be the 7th. The 7th of April. We'll be back on Twitch, live streaming the next episode of Forget the Narrative for sure. Don't know what time because time's always variable. Nick has job rough, as his whiskey, told us earlier.
It's empty. It's all gone.
Yeah, and I think 2 weeks, possibly this weekend. We'll see. Don't know. 2 weeks for sure though on Iron Sharpens Iron, and it's going to be more formal, more Bible study-ish, but we still want people to be there. Come in, join, chat with us, bring in your input, because that's what it's all about, is iron sharpening iron. And Forget the Narrative will even be after that as well. So yeah, that's what we got planned, and we'll see you guys there. Have a good night, everybody. See you later.
Adios.